What is going on, beauties and gents? Let me make sure y'all can hear me okay before I continue to talk. Hold on a sec. Let me check it out on my phone. I hope y'all are having an amazing Sunday. I know I am getting some things done around this house. Let me see. Just make sure. Turn off this Bluetooth here. Hey, hey to the hey, hey. Hey, hey to the hey, hey.
Hey, hey to the hey, hey.
Sounds like we are in business. Good job. Awesome sauce. What is going on, beauties and gents? It is your girl, Carla, aka Simply C Silver on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to our bi weekly accountability call where we share our health journey, encourage each other, and challenge ourselves to be our best selves and hold each other accountable. Okay. So, as we all know, and I say it every single time, this is weight loss journey number 4 for me, and the last time I plan on having to lose this weight ever again. And to me, that means a lifestyle of accountability. That means a lifestyle of fasting, balance, posting, and keeping myself accountable, not only to myself, but to you as well. But look, we are literally at the beginning of October. And I have to admit, I'm not where I thought I would have been at the end of September. And I'll even be more honest. I didn't want to do this accountability call today, okay? But I'm just keep it real. Like when you are not in the best place, it's just like certain things you don't want to have to go share with people, okay? But I said, look, we're going to do this call because we not only talk about the good times, we talk about the bad times as well, to struggle and encourage each other and to get back up together and do better. Okay. So I'm not going to let my mind talk me into continuing bad habits, but getting back up on the horse and doing it again. So, look, that gives you an idea of what my past 2 weeks have been like. And that's exactly why I love doing these accountability calls on a regular basis because it gets me, for one, back on track. It gets whatever I have going on out of my system for the most part. I get to hear your stories, you get to hear my stories, and what we're doing well with, and what we can do to do better next time when stressful situations like this come up. As well as I enjoy giving you tips. And to be honest, they be tips for myself because if I'm going through something and I think it can help you, I start to look up stuff that can not only help you if you were to get in this situation, but to help me if this were to come up again. So, yeah, I'm not giving up, hiding, or turning on the negative channel in my head. We're going to face it together and we're just going to keep doing this, okay, until we get it right. Because I don't know if you've ever heard of the saying like fail your way to the top. But yeah, that's what we're doing, failing our way to the top. I'm going to fail my way to the top because we about to make it happen, okay? Because look, the hard times don't last always, and neither does the good times. And if it didn't challenge you, it's not going to make you better. And look, these last 2 weeks have been a challenge, okay? And I actually have a wealth call. We're doing this a little early today because I actually have a wealth call at 6:30 p.m. And I was thinking, look, that can be my excuse to get out of this accountability call, right? But I said, nope, we're gonna do it. It's just going to have to be a little earlier today because I need y'all, and hopefully you need this accountability call as well. So we'll just hop on a little earlier than normal and encourage each other because I'm not giving up and I don't want you to give up either. Okay. So let's reflect a little bit and go over the last 2 weeks. Okay. Week number 1. Let me go ahead and tell you, it got hot and heavy early on in this 2 weeks. Okay. Work is picking up significantly. Money is not coming like it's supposed to be coming. Lady in Red is on the way, which doesn't help at all. My house is not picked up like I like it to be, and I'm a fairly organized person. And when my house is not looking like it needs to look, that's another added stressor in my life. Okay, one of my cars is not driving like normal, so I got to put that in the shop. And look, week number one, I just was not feeling it. Okay, then, and as you can see from the fasting window, look, around, I think that was Wednesday was the last time I tapped that button in the fasting app. After that, the fasting app was even a no-go. When I got back on yesterday, this was the little message they said to me: you haven't open fasted for a while. In the meantime, we've stopped your timer for you. As a matter of fact, they ended it at about 23 hours. And I think I'm not sure whether I did that whole 23 hours or not, or whether they just stopped it for me there. No, actually, that was the last 22-hour fast I did. I had started for Thursday, and Thursday just keep running on and on and on. So they ended up stopping it for me. So Thursday, they didn't even count it because I didn't go in there and push the button. That's what it is. But yeah, after Wednesday, look, everything for the most part was a no-go. I was just not feeling it. Then week two came, okay? Work was getting done, praise Jesus, but there was still a lot of it. I still got a lot of work to do. Getting down to the wire for my event, I had a um, facial and wine event yesterday and things like that. I mean, although they're fun and interesting and you get to interact with people, it's an added stressor, like the Zoom calls, the connecting, making sure everything is going to run smoothly, who has this job, who's bringing this, and all of that other good stuff. Like, it could be a little stressful. And I'm not much of an event planner, but it's fun and it's accomplishing to get it done. And you see how it turns out. And then it's like, okay, it wasn't that bad as I thought it was going to be. And it's like when you have a group of women, like what I have to work with, it makes it a whole lot easier to do the next time because you're all working together. And the event actually turned out really, really nice. And I might have to, but as a matter of fact, I'm going to have to put some footage of the event on Facebook as well as TikTok for y'all. So I'm excited about y'all seeing that, okay? But events, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, events, trips, tests, my anxiety issues just start kicking in. And I have to admit, that's when I self sabotage myself. I start just eating whatever. It's like whatever make me feel good at the moment. That's what I'm going to get because my anxiety is just that controlling, or I don't know, just that heavy on my heart, on my mind, on my body. I don't know what it is, but I just start sabotaging when things like that start to come up. Like you would think for a trip, like I have a trip coming up soon to Mexico. And look, I'm gonna do my best to keep it positive because during when trips start coming up, it's like the anxiety starts kicking in because I'm not in my normal element. Okay, but we gonna do better this time. Okay, because I got some tips for us on how to deal with stress, and I feel like we can use them also for anxiety. Okay, so I don't know about y'all, but I'm not a very I don't watch politics too often, but I feel like the world is going through a lot of changes right now. And this election stuff is really creeping into my mind and my stress more than I would like it to. Okay. And then, of course, the hurricane that took over the East Coast has people still in need. And I'm the type of person I like to give, I like to help where I can. And when it's like, there's no way you can help them besides give a donation, it can be nerve wracking, and I don't like that. So there are still people without power, still people without water, things that they need on a regular basis, on a daily basis, which is on stressful as well. And To be honest, the stress is not subsiding right now in some of these categories, but I can't continue to go down the road I'm going, because I'll be honest, the last couple of weeks, your girl been eating whatever she can get her hands on that will make her feel better. And yes, that includes chocolate, that includes carbs, that includes whatever I'm craving at the moment. And I gave it to myself. Okay. So week number one, that's look, week number 1 and 2, shoot, that was just what it is. So needless to say, I've been writing in my journal a lot these last 2 weeks. And today we are going to talk about stress, something that most of us deal with, and a lot of times let our minds just run loose instead of reeling it back in, keeping it controlled, doing those positive activities that can help relieve the stress a little bit. Okay. So let's talk about those workouts. Week number one, okay, I was holding it together for the most part. I was able to get in 5 days of at least 8,000 steps and at least 500 calories burned through activity. During week two, it really started to fall apart, okay? I got in 2 full days of at least 8,000 steps and at least 500 calories burned through activity. And I did get it in. Today is Sunday. I said, look, today we're gonna get it together. I promised my mom. I talked to my mom yesterday. My mom is so, like, I have a really awesome mom, and it's like some of my friends and people that don't have good parents is sad, but my mom is like the bomb.com, and she reels Carla back on in and like, okay, look, you know where you came from, and this is not the time to go doing what you want to do, but what you need to do. And look, you ain't trying to be in the doctor's office every other week talking about high blood pressure and diabetes and sugar issues and all this other stuff. So we talked about it, and I promised her that today I was going to get back on track. Okay, so I'm happy to say that I'm doing well. I've been keeping myself busy. I've been fasting all day because what I really feel within my heart is that I need to, do some water slash juice slash liquid fasting, because my body, I'm not like going to the restroom like I should. Like, the sugar holic AA classes need to be on the top of my screen, because sugar and carbs have been the only thing that have kind of satiated me, but not really, because I still don't feel like I'm satiated. I just want to continue to eat. But yeah, my mom really helped me out with that. And talking to her yesterday really, put things into perspective. And I'm not one of those. I don't look, I can't really take pills because I'm not going to remember to take them every day. And if I'm in a health situation where I got to take pills every day, it is not going to be good for Carla, because Carla is not going to remember to take them. I just don't like taking pills. I don't care what it is. If it's a pill, I'm more than likely not going to take it. So that means I have to keep myself healthy, because if not, I'm going to die, because I'm not going to take the medicines. I'm just not going to be up in the doctor's office every time you look around. I'm not going to be taking somebody's pills every time you're looking around. That's just not something I want to do, and that I know in my heart that I'm going to do. Like, I'm just not going to do it. Okay. So let's just say the last 2 weeks have really pushed me to get back on my fasting, specifically liquid fasting with juice, maybe some broth, and plenty of water, because I can't be going back and forth to no doctor. That just is not me, and I'm not doing that. Okay. So, progress and growth. Let's just say I'm doing not very well at pushing the button. I haven't pushed it in almost a week and a half. Okay. I'm doing okay with getting my steps in. And this week, look, you already saw it. Week one, I did an okay job. I got in at least 5 days. Week 2, I got in only 2 full days. Although for the most part, I got in my steps, but that calorie burning was just not hitting the circle. I was not closing that ring. Okay, but I'm still looking positive. I'm still feeling positive, and I am well on my way to getting in my incentive outfit. And look, as I always tell y'all, I ain't giving up, and I don't want you to give up either. Like the millionaires say, billionaires say, the mentors, they say, fail your way to the top. Look, everything ain't going to go perfect all the time. It's about how many times you get back up, not how many times you fall. Okay. So, need for improvements. Look, you already know I need to get back on my fasting. Shoot, your girl need to get back on her fasting. Um, Let me see. Yep, your girl need to get back on her fasting. Your girl needs to get back on burning her calories and just getting back to just calming down, taking that moment to meditate and journal. Even though I've been journaling more this week, but I told y'all before I start to journal more when it's negative, and I just want to incorporate journaling when it's positive as well. Okay. But other than that, those are the things that I feel like I need to improve on. Awesome sauce. So let's talk about this stress. Let's talk about this stress here. So I don't know about y'all, but when I am stressed, everything just about goes out the window. Okay. Look, it's whatever I can eat to give me some energy, to give me the feeling of I feel good. Okay. Even though it's only for a short period of time, because look, after I eat that chocolate and I get on that scale, I'm just like, why did I eat that? So it's only for a short period of time that I feel happy with whatever I'm doing at the moment. So let's talk about what is stress. Stress is the body's natural response to perceived threats or challenges, whether it's physical, emotional, or mental, and it can trigger our fight to flight response within our bodies, releasing hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to help cope with the situation. And for me, a lot of the times that's resorting to food. Yeah, food. Okay. While some stress can be very motivating and short term, chronic or excessive stress can negatively affect mental and physical health. And that's where I feel like it is leading for me, leading to issues like anxiety, fatigue, weakened immune function, and other not so positive habits if you don't know how to cope with stress. So I looked up a few ways, a few positive ways to help us manage and reduce stress. And some of these I have tried and I do, but it's like when you're in those stressful situations, I know for me, I don't really think to do these things, but I need to because it's having a negative impact on my health. And like I already said, I ain't taking nobody pills, and I'm not about to be up in somebody's doctor's office every time you look around. So look, these non-medicinal, non-pill form positive ways to manage stress is what I'm going to have to do. And hopefully they will help you as well. Okay. So tip number one are ways to deal with positive stress. Number one is to exercise. Physical activity releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. Like walking, regular exercise can help reduce stress and improve our overall well-being. And I happen to like walking. I happen to like shoot cardio more so than strength training, but walking really helps me to just let my mind rest, like clutter my mind. Like I'm not thinking about what's going on at work or what's going on with the car or what's going on with my money. I'm thinking about this movie just for a quick moment, and hopefully it's a positive moment. I seem to choose positive or like a little drama movies, and I'm concentrating on that while I'm walking, not what I'm going through at the moment. So, and I also like to listen to books while I'm walking. So, exercise is tip number one, a good positive way to manage and reduce stress. Number two is meditation. Okay, practicing mindfulness or meditation can help calm the mind, reduce anxiety, and improve focus. And I will admit, I don't do a whole lot of meditating. I may write in my journal, but it's a quick 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm off. I don't really like just lay there and quiet my mind, which is something I think I will incorporate because like my pastor once said, or yeah, I think it was my pastor, Pastor Andy at WOCC, but I think he mentioned, it was him that said, if you're always talking, then it doesn't give Christ or God a chance to speak to you. And I admit I have so much going in my head sometimes that I'm not giving him a chance to speak to me. So if I just sit there and meditate and quiet my mind, then that gives him a chance to speak to me instead of me always talking to myself or talking to him. Gives me a chance to listen, be quiet and listen. Like kind of like we tell the kids, be quiet, listen, whatever we got to say to them at the moment. So it's like us, his children, be quiet and listen. And we need to schedule those sometimes. And, I actually think scheduling is a good idea because a lot of times, if it ain't in my calendar, it's not going to happen because I'm doing so many other things. And then I have, my son to take care of and his activities. I don't just have my schedule, I have his schedule too, and making sure his work is done and making sure he's doing good in school and making sure he is being developed and raised the way that he should be developed and raised. So you need to schedule that meditation time, okay, if it'll help you. And I know for me that would be very helpful. Okay, number three, deep breathing. And this is actually one my therapist gave to me a while ago, and I haven't been to a therapist in a while. I might need to schedule that appointment because your girl, like, so much is going on right now in my head. And fasting, which is one reason I know I need to liquid fast because it just calms me, even though in the beginning it's like, okay, what am I going to eat? Yeah, yeah, I just need it. But deep breathing, controlled breathing exercise can activate the body's relaxation response, which helps to reduce stress very, very quickly. So just laying on flat on your back, on the floor or on your bed somewhere comfortable with a pillow, and just controlling your breathing in 10 times and out 10 times can activate that relaxation response. And that was one breathing technique my therapist gave to me. And as well as one that I like as well is taking one big deep breath, holding it for 10 seconds, and then releasing it on a count to three. Okay. So deep breathing. Number four, time management. Organizing tasks and setting priorities can prevent feeling overwhelmed and help you stay on top of responsibilities. And I will admit, I might could use this one for work because um, a lot of times at work, it's so much that I have to do that you don't like schedule your time. You just get done what you can at the moment. And although it's getting better, like I shouldn't have as much work this week, I still need to set aside time for training, time for checking the emails, time for auditing this review, time for auditing that review. Okay, this is my time to breathe a little bit, get up and walk. Like there'll be sometimes at work, I don't even use the bathroom in a 10-hour period. And that is not good. Do I have to use the potty? Yeah, I got to use it. But look, I got too much work. I ain't got time to go to the bathroom. But taking that time for yourself to say, look, I'm going to close this laptop and I'm going to take a little, bathroom break and come on back. Drink a little water and come on back. So number four is time management. Number five is healthy diet. Eating a balanced diet rich in nutrients, if I can get the word out, can help stabilize mood as well as energy levels. And I have to admit, when I eat better, my mood is better as well because I know it's helping my health. And I'm very serious about my health, although Carla just get off track sometimes depending on what's going on in her life. But I am very serious about not taking nobody's pills and not being up in nobody's doctor's office every time you look around. So I just gotta do what I gotta do. And a healthy diet will help with that. And fasting is a part of my healthy diet. Number 6, sleep. Get enough quality sleep is essential for stress management. Okay. Poor sleep can increase irritability and reduce resilience to stress. So I would say sleeping is a big priority. Getting in the bed is a big priority for me. Like my mom would tell you, 9 o'clock, she already know Carla in the bed. And if I'm still awake, you might catch me with one eye still open in the dark. But 9 o'clock, Carla is asleep. But I get up really early too. Like I'm most of the time up by not most of the time Monday through Thursday, and sometimes on Friday I'm up by 4 a.m. So yeah, I get up pretty early. So I have to be serious about that sleep. And I know when I am stressed, like sleep does help. Extra sleep, like not having anything to do on Saturday or Sunday besides church, of course. Um, just laying around, like doing nothing. Okay. So 6 is sleep. Number 7 is social support. Spending time with friends, family, talking to a counselor can provide emotional support and help put stress in perspective. Okay. Sometimes just venting to your family or your friends. And I know yesterday I called one of my friends venting. And after we talked, it was like, okay, I'm not going to worry about that situation anymore. It's, look, I've done what I can. As a matter of fact, if I can't do anything else to help the situation, then I might as well set it aside because it ain't going to do nothing but make me more stressed. So get it out my system, talk about it, get it out the way. Okay. So social support, and definitely, like I said earlier, talking to my mom yesterday really helped. Okay. And when I used to speak to the therapist, that was helpful too, just to get out someone that's not judgmental or doesn't know, like, we were virtual, so she didn't know me from Adam to Eve. Like, she was just listening to what I had going on and giving me suggestions and giving me things to think about. Okay. Let's see. So that's number 7, social support. Number 8 is hobbies. Engaging in activities you enjoy, like reading, painting, or gardening, can serve as a relaxing outlet for stress. And I don't know if you've ever done like painting, but painting is very like soothing, I would say. I like to paint. It takes a lot of patience, but painting is very like it's soothing. Like it just helps you to concentrate because if you want a nice picture that you can put up on your wall, then you gotta really pay attention and like be patient with yourself, with your hand, with what you're putting on this canvas. And I like to paint. It's actually a very good tool for de-stressing. And I like I said, to exercise too. Gardening, I've never tried gardening. Reading, reading motivational things like today when I was working on, getting back to my liquid fast. I actually had one juice today. I listened to some of a healthy alternatives YouTube channel about before and after progress for different people, and that was very like motivating to keep me on the track to fasting. And I mean, which I know it should be anyway, but just listening to the channel and how these people um, fasted their way to health was really like soothing to me. And I like listening to stuff like that because I like to see people do better, to better themselves. Okay. Laughter is number 9. Watching a funny movie or spending time with people who make you laugh can reduce tension and improve your mood. And I would agree. Laughing does. I like to watch Medea movies, Tyler Perry movies, and they do make you laugh. And although they're a bit of drama too, it does help, like, just bring it down a bit and remind me that someone else always has it worse than me. Not that I want someone to have it worse than me, but my situation is not as bad as I'm perceiving it to be. Like, someone could not have a job. Someone could not have a car at all. Like, don't think of it as a negative. Like, think of it as, it's something that has to be done and it's going to get done, but you can look back on it, look at it and laugh and have a good time and realize that you don't have it as bad as some other people had it. And of course, number 10, which we've been talking about for a while, journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help reduce pent up emotions and provide clarity on what's causing the stress. And I agree with that. Like, writing what's going on in my head, why I'm feeling this way, how I got to this point, what I could do to not go to food does help. Although sometimes, look, this past week, I was just like, okay, I got that out of my system, but I still need this chocolate. So we're about to go get some, okay? So journaling really helps get your thoughts and feelings out on paper. So basically, by incorporating some of these practices into our routine, prayerfully, we can effectively manage stress and improve our mental and physical health in the process. Okay. So let's just work on that. And just to name them 1 through 10, one was exercise, two was meditation, three was deep breathing, four was time management, five is a healthy diet, six is sleep, seven is social support, eight is hobbies, nine is laughter, and 10 is journaling. Okay. So, drum roll, please. Can we get to this fit check? And let me tell you, look, like I already told y'all before, I didn't want to do this accountability call because your girl has been eating up something. And if I look, I've been eating up some of everything. So I knew my weight was going to be up. I knew my measurements was going to be up. And I didn't want to have to come share that. But we're in this together. And that is why we have these accountability calls, not to be doing good every week, it's to encourage each other. So we about to do this fit check, okay? And don't y'all talk about me. So I weighed this morning. I was at 181.2 pounds. And to be honest, I was surprised I wasn't higher than that with what I've been eating. And I haven't been going to the restroom like I'm supposed to. So, I mean, to be honest, I'm happy with that number because I clearly thought I was almost back to the 190s. Okay. And y'all know how fast I seem to gain weight and how fast when I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, I seem to lose it. But yeah, 181.2 is what I weighed in this morning. And these are pictures from Friday night. And I don't see a difference from how it was last week. Like, I still look the same. I did not take measurements because I know they're going to be up. I mean, my cycle is on. I've been eating, they up. Okay. This is the side. Still look pretty much the same as 2 weeks ago. Once again, 181.2 pounds. Okay. And the game plan. Look, the plan is the same as the last 2 weeks, the last few weeks, as a matter of fact, to challenge ourselves to do a little better. I'm challenging myself to be consistent with my strength training workouts, which haven't been extensive at all. I do one simple move for 2 minutes every day. And I did pretty good with that the last 2 weeks. And I did that pretty much every day the last 2 weeks. One simple move, which I shared on my TikTok channel, I believe. But even TikTok, look, with all that's been going on, I haven't finished posting all of my videos for the last 2 weeks, but I'm gonna get those up for y'all to see. And I'm also challenging myself to get back to pushing the button, which I started yesterday. I've been fasting since 9 o'clock p.m. yesterday. I'm doing juicing, liquids. I'm doing broth, juice, and water, and that's it. So, okay. So challenging myself to get back to pushing that button and to continue to keep my incentive outfit in mind. Okay. So challenge yourself to do better than you did the last 2 weeks. Push the button. I told you I use the Fastic app if you would like to try the app. And that link, so we can be connected. If you'd like to be connected with me, is down in the description box. And posting, get back to my posting every day and to keep my incentive outfit in mind. And if you have not already selected your incentive outfit, I encourage you to do so, because this outfit, look, I only wore this outfit one time and I'm about to get, look, it wasn't cheap either. So I'm about to get back into this incentive outfit. And I can literally still see myself back in this outfit by the end of the year. So that is it, kings and queens, okay, ladies and gents. So, accountability. This is your chance to hold yourself accountable and tell us how you're doing, to share the things you're doing well or even struggling with, okay? This is your chance to ask questions if you have any, and all of that good stuff. So, remember, we are in this together, not just for me to share my struggle, but for us to share our positives and our negatives together. Going once, going twice, gone, gone, and more gone. Well, look, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate y'all being flexible on the time. We normally do this call at 7 p.m., but we changed it to 5 just for today because I do have a wealth call today at 6:30 and I can't miss it. Okay. So, once again, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and hold yourself accountable, okay, to yourself as well as to, us, to each other. So we are in this together, not just me, but us together. Our next accountability call is Sunday, October 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Put it on your calendar because I definitely love to see you there. And look, I will see you on the next one. Happy health journey. Talk to you soon.